Let's get ready to...
What the hell is even that?
That is one big pilot.
For a modern gaming audience.
Why are you running?
Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
We're communists.
Woke.
Would you please get your politics out of my comic books? I'm like, what comic books are you reading?
I'm cured! Praise God!
He Vadered!
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Give me the meat and give it to me raw. For a modern gaming audience.
If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble.
Welcome to Nerd Wars. Sorry about that. Welcome to Nerd Wars.
Please clap.
Welcome indeed. The screen might look a little weird. That's because Gooch isn't here today. I thought it would
so
be.
Much.
I know.
He's dead now,
soon.
unfortunately, and F's in the chat for Gooch. He will be remembered.
Only nice things, all right? We only say nice things about our favorite little tard.
He always smelled a little bit like maple syrup.
Yes, and pine.
You could tell just when he would enter or leave a room. Would always want waffies.
Badger, how's your day going? Anything historic currently happening at the moment?
Not at all. Nothing at all that I'm currently watching.
Nothing that would happen that anyone should tune off this stream and go to any other streams. Nothing historic.
I got to work on my impersonation. It seems like I'm going to need an
I was
impersonation
gonna
soon.
ask you for it. I feel like you could probably get me like one sentence out before it starts hurting.
Maybe I can send them and ask them for an invite. They might come on. Yeah. Nothing at all is happening no one's dropping out and endorsing Trump right now for historical moments that we'll totally not talk about. Holy shit. Not on my
his father was killed by the deep state. Now he's about to endorse the guy who the deep state just tried to kill. I mean, allegedly it was a lone gunman. He had a ladder, climbed up the roof or something. Don't ask questions about it.
Yeah. It's the co-op that I didn't think we'd see.
Is Trump our anchor being?
Ooh.
Like,
who knows? What if it's Barron Trump? What if we don't know and it's Barron Trump in the future? So Barron Trump is now our anchor. It gives us more time.
And I just did Infinity Gauntlet. I think it's in there. It's like, oh wait, yeah, I sent you the picture. I'd say Thanos kind of based. After he does the snap, once he eventually comes to Earth, the first thing Thanos does is send the whole western coast of America into the ocean where it belongs. Sorry. So honestly, hashtag Thanos did nothing wrong. He's just misunderstood, Badger. Also,
he tried to make us know.
He was trying to turn you into the next Atlantis. He's trying to do you guys a favor. Gooch, don't let it happen again. We don't know what to do now. We don't know what to do without you. We're lost. And Steph.
One of the Hitman ones, right? I believe the good one, right? The Timothy Olive. I mean, the good one.
That's like the 1960s church hearings shit. Talking about heart attack guns and stuff. Steph.
Yeah.
I was going to be inviting you on soon. Unless you want to come on today. All right, let's get into it. Nothing historic happening. Stop distracting. No one go look for anything. Tomahawk. Dropping that pre-stream 20. At this point, I'm waiting for them to remake Lord of the Rings, The Third Age, which I'm professional, so I brought up with Idriel being the lead instead of Barithor. I thought I was going to have to look those names up, but once I realized it's Lord of the Rings, I'm like, I'll just pretend I know who those are.
I don't.
It's a Tomahawk super chat. I usually understand 50% of it and have to Google the other 50%.
At least we know how to say Rohirrim.
I did double check my spelling on that. 2 R's. Well, 3 R's total, but 2 R's in that last bit.
We got enough R's right here. Fully R.
I'm a real nerd. Did you ever play this? I only played I played a different Lord
I played
the Fellowship or something.
Yeah, whatever the one is that's like everyone. Gary even played it on PlayStation, but where like you could switch between. Oh, so good. Yeah, so good. I don't remember the name of it.
I do miss me some Lord of the Rings games.
Again, like another one that like Shadows of Mordor. Those are all good, but like that's sort of a separate side. Never had a really good modern day with the boys. You know, the OG cast. Maybe they'll do that like they did for the Godfather movie. You know, there's a game for the God. Now that you've seen it, you might play that game. If
yeah, I know. Yeah, no, my buddy played it.
If Tomac, the other one.
Scarface, and
have you?
And they played the Mafia games and whatnot. All those games were like really similar.
Yeah.
All right, so before we get fully into it, I got some more Tomac news updates. He likes to keep me updated on the news, mostly indie games that look like Resident Evil or Stellar Blade, but in pixel form. So we got
Katie look like that.
I don't know, but honestly, this is a chick, which I thought was a dude at first when I was reading the manga. Yeah, and mostly watch movies all day and TV shows. That's a Nerd War Simulator. So I was quite happy with the Kate Skull because obviously people had said Jamie Lee Curtis and whatnot, but I honestly think this is a lot better. And then I don't even know this guy, but it works. It works for me. I'm happy. But then we get old Suresh from Heroes as this gentleman. And I'm like,
wasn't his Mohinder,
okay.
Suresh Mohinder or some shit like that?
Yes,
Delphin,
correct.
whatever. They don't all sound the same. I'm sorry.
Indian gentleman. American, but Indian gentleman.
What was
I'm like,
his power
okay.
again?
He was the one without power. Oh, wait, no. And then I think eventually he did. Who knows? His whole thing was not having the power. But then I was pretty okay with this. I was happy
that's right.
with that.
He was studying.
And then we get to this, and we get Miss Wednesday, also played by an Indian woman.
What's wrong with you, racist?
Here's the thing. Most of this, at least where these people are operating and where the big bad is a desert kingdom. And if you're going to do browns for brown's sake, you should do Arabs, not Indians. It's kind of weird. And she ends up, spoiler, ends up being the princess. So that means also the king is going to be Indian as well, or else that's going to be weird if not. It's just, and honestly, they did some of the swapping around in the first season. And the biggest one was like Nami's black sister with blue hair. And my biggest problem with her wasn't that her skin was black, it's that her hair was also blue, because black people with the colored hair look a lot different than like white or Asian people with pink hair and blue hair and stuff.
Does she
So
have
it's
big boobs, and will she have blue hair is the real question here. I think Nut Bunny is correct.
Our official Indian Nut Bunny.
Well,
Friend
and
of
I
the
would
show.
not dare accuse Nut Bunny of perhaps being compromised in this fashion, but no,
And
it fits. I know nothing about these characters. Have not touched the One Piece.
Benefit of the doubt. Like I want to give it to him because season 1 was really good, but then it's
Aww.
like once the second Indian for like brown to be brown came in, then I'm like, oh, okay, now this is getting a little Netflix.
Look how inclusive
ESG.
my mom is with the likes. I like that.
I do that sometimes. I do it to troll though. All right.
She might.
So that's the Tomac roundup. One sec. Now we got some
roundup.
War of the Rohirrim to talk about. We were excited, then we heard it was going to be all about the unnamed woman in the story, girl power, and then we finally saw the trailer, and there's some things look good, some things not as good. I like the dark side, you know, the kind of Netflix Castlevania look to it, but I am not really looking forward to it. What's your current thoughts, Badge, after the trailer and had some time to digest?
I think it's very similar to where like Cape Crusaders in this, where I came away with a bunch of complaints, and then everyone else is like, oh, the animation, this is like, God, animation is the last thing that was upsetting me about this. But I think that's also because I'm just not that much into like anime. So when I see it, maybe I don't spot what everyone else is spotting. The things that bother me would be taking the unnamed daughter and all of a sudden making her the focal point, and then inserting all the fun fucking identity politics that we just got years of examples of it not working. But maybe they'll make it work really well.
Well, the director has done some good anime, like mainstream popular anime, so it could be competent. But it's just why the girl? I mean, she's hot, redhead, and she's busty and whatnot, so no complaints there. But it's just every time it's like, why? We used to not have to question this. Event Horizon. The spoiler alert: the remaining survivors are a white woman and black man.
Oh.
And you back then you don't even notice. Oh, of course, the white woman and black guy survive. They're gonna go vote for Kamala as soon as they get back to Earth.
By the way,
but now,
or we would be remiss if we didn't point out that we ourselves on this channel, colloquial and on individual videos, we've pointed out that they have they're going to do certain things to try to legitimize this. One of which being to keep hammering home the director and use his clout as a way to get through it, and also to get Miranda Otto as Eowyn to come back and be like, you know, if you've never heard of this tale, that's because it's not written down. Blah, blah, blah. Just like link it to her. Remember her? Everyone likes her, so you'll like this, right? That type of shit.
They actually keep mentioning the guy who voices the king, who is in like Braveheart and some other stuff. Brian Cox, I believe is his name. They keep, for some reason, they got the talking point that they're supposed to mention him for some reason, because they all mention him, and I'm like, who is Brian Cox? And I even just like watch movies with him, and I'm like,
he's good, but
good enough for all the media to be, oh look, he's in, which is weird, especially let's see, how long ago was this? So in just June, so not that long ago. Oh wait, yeah, sorry, we got to get to Graph Web. Steps like Galadriel, War of the Rohirrim will be the feminist story Lord of the Rings actually needed. We'll get to that in a moment. For fuck's sake.
Cancel Disney Plus. Did you spin a little too fasty?
I'm going to have to start doing half spins. Take a little break. Thank you, Graph Web. Always an absolute pleasure.
He still gets work. He still gets work, so maybe he's just not super vocal about it on the Twits.
IMDb was prolific. Right. I'm just going to go and read this one again. Step aside, Galadriel. War of the Rohirrim will be the feminist story Lord of the Rings actually needed. So who says who? Why? No one asked for... Oh my god. So... just like how Badger says he's not really an anime fan, but he is a Lord of the Rings fan. So the whole thing is you get people in who aren't normally into anime. Oh, it's Lord of the Rings. You like Lord of the Rings, and you bring them in. And then vice versa. People who aren't really Lord of the Rings fans, but are anime fans are like, oh, cool, let's bring them in. But then the guy they're supposed to be bringing in isn't interested. And the guy who likes Lord of the Rings and anime is also worried.
Oops. I tried.
Goofed. You done goofed.
I was excited at first.
I know Gary of all people was even excited. After Rings of Power Season 1, which I have 2 more episodes to go. We'll be talking about Season 2 here briefly, because it starts in less than a week. Oh my god.
I respect you for sticking with it more than the other 37%.
Maybe I'll go watch The Crow to help soften the blow a little bit. Should I, chat? Should I go see The Crow?
Yeah, go punish yourself.
Should I see the terrible one, and then watch the original after that? Or vice versa? Or just... pretend neither crows exist?
I'm curious of that experiment of which one. I almost feel like you should just go watch the new one just to see if you like it on its own merit. Punish yourself.
I think we're gonna soften ourselves up just fine for season 2 with this. Tolkien's books were woefully short on prominent female characters, just like Wukong and Journey to the West. Not enough women. If you get farther into the game, there's women, but game sure can't do that. With a select few, including Eowyn from Rohan and the elf Galadriel. It's the 2, so we have to ruin them all. You remember? You like that? Good. We paid all the money so we can right up the butt.
Galadriel. Have we told you about the time Galadriel killed an ice troll in under 30 seconds?
What I want to hear about, anyone in chat, because I've been meaning to watch it, the Rick and Morty anime. The first episode is out now, if I'm not mistaken. And they've done several like shorts on the Adult Swim YouTube channel. And they're actually quite good in an anime style. But there's one in particular guy who's just really good. And that's the one who just made a Rick and Morty anime. It looks pretty fucking awesome. I need to remember to check it out. Anyone even know about this? But yeah.
I tried.
And that's one of those, if you like Rick and Morty but not anime, hey, watch it. You like anime but not Rick and Morty, hey, watch it. And it's actually got me wanting to watch it, unlike War of the Real freaking Hero.
King Beard here says it looks crazy.
In a good way? Oh, wait. King Beard?
My God.
I think you are mistaken. This is King Beard. Fight him, Justin. Fight.
No, Justin can give this motherfucker a run for his money. That's not even real. Justin's is real.
This is Charian Hines as the Dark Wizard in Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power Season 2.
Syrian?
That's what I said.
That's
first try.
When I called Killian Cillian. Whatever. It's an old name. Names are hard.
Yeah, you hyped? This getting you hyped for season 2 that we're gonna watch for some reason?
Syrian Hines. Yeah, no.
Oh.
More meat and give it to me raw.
I know. I've just been watching a bunch of good movies, so I think it's time to watch a penultimate Rings of Power. I don't want to. Save me. All right, well, let's talk about it a little more. So, what partly helped get me a job with Hypno is that there was the clip of making fun of that. Oh my God, the Indian actor. They were gonna get an Indian actor in to play Sauron. Was the news, at least on like Bounding or something like that. And we had the whole surrender jokes and stuff like that. But I'm like, where is he at? Sauron would be played by 2 actors. Oh, no, it's not him. They're gonna do like a flashback or some shit. I don't
Something
blah
like
blah
that.
blah. I don't even care. Yeah, here we go. Jack, load in, blah blah blah. Who cares? Where is the Indian Sauron? Where's
Do you think they
Sauron?
realized?
They're gonna
Do you
put
think
him
maybe
in
that guy
One
backed
Piece
out?
instead.
Because he realized he was going to get like
Hypno.
Jar Jar.
Because Hypno attacked him.
So
I can't believe him. All right. Let's see. Oh wait, you already got Clarion Hines, whose name I totally know how to say. People are already asking them about season 3 plans. Let us cook.
Wow.
We're working on it. And every time the intro ends and then it shows like their names, I'm just like,
So remember, 5 seasons. That's what they committed to. 5
Yes.
seasons. I remember it was like 2022 when Gary was reading that, and he was like, what year it will be when they supposedly finish their 5th season. And it's like
a deal with the literal deal with the devil, like Amazon devil. The devil is bald. Looks like Jeff Bezos.
the devil would probably at least give something good. You just get cancer when it was done. This is just
Yeah.
trash.
Yeah.
It's an insult to deals with the devil.
It's like, where's my golden fiddle at, bro?
Oh, fuck.
All right, let's talk about some actual good entertainment. Once I click on a person's screen, The Last Starfighter.
Yes.
I thought this was a kid that went to space. I was expecting a very different movie and not like a teenager, young adult going into space. And I must say, I was kind of shocked by how much I enjoyed it. Now, some of the effects are a little rough, and by that I mean incredibly rough, and are funny to laugh at, but I kind of got to take a little bit of points off because they're just that bad.
But they weren't that bad at the okay, they might have been that bad at the time, but in comparison to other big budgets.
I'm here to see if all this stuff still holds up to the test of time. And a lot of it does, and some of it doesn't. Some of it's rocky, but the characters, all the different aliens and all the suits and stuff, the costumes were excellent. Definitely
I would shred in this game. Like if one of my top games came down and it was like, here you go, pilot. I'm like, oh, let's go.
Yeah, it's a real Ender's Game situation. Can we talk about like the desert trailer park with the arcade game that just sits outside on the front porch?
Yeah. You did not. This is super fucking like when I grew up, this is what you would see outside of stores, liquor marts, like maybe there was a local at the apartment complex where it's like vending machines and someone, just out there. There you go. And the local kids, that's what it was.
Even the laundromats don't have arcade machines anymore.
Spoiled these days.
Sad. To be fair,
on my phone.
Those things break constantly. So, but yeah, like I said, the characters I surprisingly enjoyed. Like I thought this was a kids movie. Like what the hell? And I love my sci-fi.
It is, but they also know how to do. Yeah, that's right. Based. That's what kids.
I'm gonna tell mom. I'm gonna tell mom about your Playboys. Oh my god! Yeah, check this thing out. Like, how could I not like this?
Come on, I love it.
Bad guy gets betrayed. Oh,
I love it.
All right, enough of that because we got some other movies to get to. But first, we need to talk about some not so good space movies. Taika Waititi's Star Wars film, Rumor from Cosmic Book News. Oh my god, hopefully it's real. Lucasfilm scraps Taika Waititi's Star Wars film, and Leslie Headland is completely out. Obviously, I mean, the second one, that seems pretty obvious, right? And then the first one, it's like, there's no way that is still happening anyway. So this is one of those reports, unlike Kathleen Kennedy is stepping down, that I can actually somewhat believe.
Yeah.
Are you sad about Taika Waititi's Star Wars? I just learned that Sean Levy was getting one.
In one part of my brain, I was thinking about all the failed Star Wars adaptations, Dan and Dave, Where's Ryan Johnson, this one, all that. But in the other part of my head, I'm thinking, man, our ages aren't that far apart. And yet, just like that, in a span of a year or two, all the arcades and all the shit that we grew up sort of disappeared and transitioned into whatever the hell we got going on now. But yeah, I lament for the days of arcades outside of stores. Do you ride the horsey?
I think
25
I
cents?
know why they always broke, because we were putting them outside for some reason. I would say
it's good.
We do have a couple barcades around me that I could drive to if I want to. I've been to a couple times, and barcades where you get to play all the games for free and you just drink expensive craft beer. More barcades, please. That's how we save arcades, I think.
And do you think Dan and Dave going to Netflix was just like, because I always assumed, oh, they got fired quietly and then they went to Netflix. But do you think they just were like, oh, fuck, Netflix is going to pay us now? Lucasfilm will probably find out that we suck because of, but Netflix is going to pay us right now. So they went over there. I don't know. Still never heard anything about their series, though, did we?
I wonder how much these directors even, how much do they think this is real versus I'm just going along with it because they need some PR to pretend like they got stuff coming out. Who knows where it's going? Like, do they got to know how the game gets played, right? Or do you think they get the, do you think they get the random nobodies and stuff because they don't know how the game gets played?
Column A, column B, don't attribute to malice, which you can attribute to incompetence. I'm 50-50 on a lot of it. Yeah. It can't be that. It's so bad that one would almost, like, I think Ryan from Arcade Outpost has made this point that, like, if you were to look at like just the MCU, right, back in the day and go, what could I do to systematically destroy this? You're like, well, you couldn't just do one movie, right? You have to do multiple, and you'd have to take out every, and it's so when you look back, it's like, it can't just be incompetence. There's some form of guiding hand. Same thing with, I refuse to believe that not having Han, Luke, and Leia in a fucking scene together was not a conversation at one point. I refuse. That can't just be incompetence.
Too busy talking about dinosaurs instead.
And diversity. Oh my, well, you brought it up. You brought it up.
Oh yeah, this was the time to whip it out.
Yeah, I mean, we saw
and then I've got a comic book to talk about after this. Sorry, go ahead.
We saw it famously on the whiteboard for the High Republic, diversity twice and dinosaurs, and then it's just had a history of failure.
Dragons.
All the here's Avar Chris, the one character I do remember who became a Jedi at 14. Perfect. Look at this.
Oh my God, nose ring. No, I didn't. The nose ring on the Twi'lek.
And of course, we just saw this. This happy event of the wedding of the century. My point was comics and books. They wanted this to be the next big thing. It failed spectacularly. Even though they made it to like the third phase, they inserted it into Jedi Survivor, which still a good game, but the High Republic elements weak its part. And then the Acolyte. And so that rumor from DW Pro is that the Acolyte was the last straw on fucking everything. On everything.
Yeah, as it should be. I yelled so many times. So, I have seen this book at my used bookstore. It's $5.
Yeah.
I want to get it to make fun of it, but I don't know if you guys are going to want this. You're going to say, yes, buy it so we can make fun of it. And they're going to say, and they're going to say, oh yeah, no, definitely do it. And then, you might be torn. Love is love. And you got don't forget to have all the kids here down here. We need to make sure we have all the children down here and the haircuts and okay.
Love is love, right? You know what the plus stands for.
Yeah, it's a P. A comic book anthology to benefit the survivors of the Orlando Pulse shooting. So now you're going, oh wait, now don't make fun of it. So even like Wikipedia admits that the Orlando nightclub shooting, he didn't even know that it was a gay bar. He tried to get into like some other places and security wouldn't let him in. So this is raising money for the people, which is good, but they're raising it off the whole idea, the concept that we were attacked because we're gay and we're all oppressed and all this stuff. And they got like everyone. This list is insane. This is all the writers who helped work on it. I doubt many actually did anything. Of course, you see Tom King right in the middle sticking out.
Of course.
Gail Simone, of course, but right next to like a Scott Snyder and whatnot. And look how long that goes. And then we finally get to the artist. Look at this. And the thing is, I opened it up. They're able to use the rights to a bunch of stuff that I couldn't believe it was in it. And it's apparently the first Harry Potter that was in a comic book form. And it's gay as fuck. So,
because remember the motto, if you can't
reproduce?
I always say this. Well, yeah, there's a rhyme to it that always leaves me as soon as I go to say it. Propagate, indoctrinate, whatever.
Oh, yeah, your Chris Gore one.
Procreate. If you can't procreate, indoctrinate. There we go. Jesus. Yeah, basically.
So I could get it for $4. Labor Day sales coming up. I can get it for $4. Do I get it and make fun of it or not? Because it is.
Get it and make fun of it so we can show it on stream.
All
let's
right.
confirm. Let's
Tax
not be
deductible.
reactionaries. Let's read it and see what the content of this is.
So
And
do
you
you
have
guys
to do it in drag in front of
What?
children. Do
Oh my
drag time,
God.
story time hour. Tomok for
Tomak, I'm about to have to Google search yet another one of your super chats, you Chris. Will you please read this for me, Badger, and pretend you know what We're Back a
Tomak.
Dinosaur is?
Pretend. Do you guys want a remake of We're Back, a Dinosaur Story? A movie that a number of people I have met think is a fake movie. We're Back, a Dinosaur Story. I mean...
1993 film. We're working on pulling up some. Oh, I know this. Wait, did I have a
already
Mandela
seen it?
effect? This was not. I did not think this was the name of this movie. What the fuck?
Which one is it?
This one. I remember the cover. Also, thank you,
I've
Tomak.
never seen this movie.
Well, we need a remake. Which one? I think this one should be the black non-binary lesbian in a wheelchair. This one is mentally handicapped.
When the fuck did this come out?
We can make this our gooch. 93.
93.
When I was 4 years old. Yes,
I
good.
would-
Year of the Lord, 1993.
Man, that is just before my ability to pay attention to shit with any sort of So I must have missed that one.
This is how I feel after Tomac sends me a $200 super chat pre-stream. Just hanging out on all my gold. He looks like a dinosaurs, dragons, pretty based. Actually, the Matt Wagner, Kelly Jones Dracula book's out. Did you order that? I thought you remember you saying something.
No, I was
I got
waiting
the
for you to say, and you said you
Okay.
liked it. So
Yes, I
might
got the
order it.
digital. It's so good, and they have the dragon in there, who's like the Ragnarok dragon, and it's a dragon, and then it has a T-Rex head, and I'm like, oh my god,
In
yes.
fact, it made it better.
It did, and it's Dracula dragon's head. Yes, dragons make everything better, especially if Dracula's riding it into like the apocalypse. And dude, the Kelly Jones art it's insane. Like, I know you have some issues with this Batman.
It's just
because he looks
pretty
ridiculous as fuck.
long ears, but
But like his Batman capes are amazing with all the extra little like curly cues and stuff he does on it. And there's so many capes in this. Oh, it's so good. All right, so blah, blah, blah. Thank you, Tomac. And yeah, wait.
I'm still
definitely a
they don't
fake
have Friday
movie.
Night Tights out
No
yet, though.
remake, but yes. All right. Black Myth Wukong. We were wondering just how successful. According to them, across all platforms, they sold 10 million copies in 4 days.
Yeah. Yeah. Because remember
That's a
that
lot.
over 2 million, that 2.4, 2.5, that's just Steam. That's
Yeah,
not counting
exactly.
Epic, and it's not counting the PS5.
Yeah, and it's not on Xbox, so the number would be even bigger if it were on
Right.
Xbox.
It would.
They're
It
gonna do a
would.
Switch version.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Well, at
turns
this
out
point.
give fans what they want, and they give you lots of money. Also, just make Souls likes until everyone is sick and tired of Souls likes. That always
Basically.
works. That's why Stellar Blade was so popular. It wasn't just the hotties; it was also the Souls like. But speaking of hotties, I
And the
forgot we haven't
bodies.
played this yet, and I really enjoyed this clip.
I don't care about oxygen. I need boobies, nothing more.
Very factual.
Ooh, game of the year. Yeah, honestly, and this is game of the year bait too, of course. That classic like Elden Ring and such. Working on it. When I get the new PC, I will be celebrating. Ian, homie,
Ian,
dropping
so
those 10 minutes. Oh, you actually, thank you for reminding me. Actually, I keep forgetting. I have 10 free gifties I can gift you guys each month, and I keep forgetting to. So let me go ahead and get 10 more out here. Yeah, chat no mods, I mean all the mods I have, so half of chat. You guys are now in charge of reminding me to give these 10 memberships out every month.
Oh, Nerd Wars.
God
There you go
forbid
for
I would remember.
5.
Oh, that dude's awesome. He's always in
Yeah.
chat.
Skeet
Let's
skeet.
see. It's not letting me give them all right now. All right, excellent. Ian, homie, absolute pleasure.
Dustborn. Yeah, there's a totally not my third video coming out today, but there's a media campaign now to push it because they realize we've been making fun of it, even though it still hasn't had 100 people play it. 80
It's getting
something.
there. It's
80
getting there.
something.
Ian, we'll be doing the poll here soon for what movie I gotta watch. If you got any movie suggestions to go in the poll, let me know, please, and thank you. Yeah, so, and of course, we're like, Wukong, based, it's winning, everyone's happy. Oh my fuck.
Alec Baldwin's finger for a proper 199. New PC win?
I'm sorry, Wukong. We have been interrupted by the ABF. We were talking before the show. We need to abolish the ATF, put ABF in charge, and rename it the ABF.
Yeah, I said I would abolish the. By the way, he suspended. RFK did suspend his campaign and officially endorsed Trump.
And endorse him? Oh my God.
Trump is now talking and doing about taxes. Hey, he's not going to tax this stuff. What ABF just sent to you is what won't be taxed if a certain someone wins. Thank you. But yeah, new PC win rather soon, Alec, rather soon.
YouTube usually pays on like the 21st, 22nd of the month. So yeah.
But I think
time
what
next
we
month?
really want. Sorry, not gifty, but you get the idea. I still like it.
We're not worthy! We're not worthy! We're not worthy!
Yeah, I was watching a little bit, but we have to do this show. We will definitely check him out. He was, you could tell he took the moment for what it was.
I prefer to read RFK's statements over hearing them personally for personal reasons that I'm not judging anyone's voice for. But yeah, that's fucking huge. Because
it's a lot of bingo cards.
There's a lot of third-party candidates that are just, the Jill Steins and whatnot. And they normally are totally meaningless. But RFK Jr. was actually like something. Like, he actually had some numbers and support behind him. So that's not just some random endorsement. That actually, most endorsements is just like, why, who cares, who votes on endorsements. But this one, fudge. And also, he's a big old commie when it comes to carbon credits and all that shit. Don't put him in charge of anything other than like the HHS or something like that.
Or have someone sit it down and explain him exactly how it all works, like a Ramaswamy.
He wants
go in there, talk to him about it. Let him
RFK
know.
wants reparations. He's not exactly conservative. So let's maybe not put him in the best cabinet position. Unless it's him keeping us from getting locked down and forcibly injected again. Yes, this is thanks to so I said if we hit 500 on a stream, I would go buy my spiked baseball bat, and we hit it Sunday, and I didn't realize it, and then we hit it again yesterday, and I didn't realize it either. What the fuck? So yes, new PC soon, and then we're gonna do a PC building stream. Mo also likes building PCs. Obviously, ABF is He's our tech guy. He works in IT. He totally doesn't work for the mafia at all. He's totally in IT, I swear. And
if he dies,
Hayden,
he dies.
Yeah, Hayden's computer guy. Yeah, we're gonna get Tomac on. We're gonna do a PC building stream. So that way, if I break the PC while they're teaching me to build it, it's their fault, not mine.
If you think that Henry Cavill PC building stream is gonna be good, no, wait till the when he's gonna wear a tank top and everything during slow motion.
Yeah, every $100 I have to take a piece of clothing off. Yes, there you go. I know. Which is why you're the expert, and it will be your fault if I screw anything up. Definitely not. Oh yes, thank you, Justin. I keep forgetting.
Need to get him some actual safety goggles.
I work construction. You know how many times I actually wore safety goggles? The answer is maybe twice when you actually need them because things are gonna fly at your eyeball. But
yeah, these shooting goggles.
This is twice already flown at my eyeballs. Oh wait, I do have some of those. I'm gonna go down. Yeah, wait. What do you want to talk about to where I can go get those? You want to talk about E.T. the extraterrestrial?
Shell in the eye.
You still got tabs, right? Why don't you whip up one of the tabs?
And I'm getting
some actual eye protection real quick.
First, just because I'll mention it, this Batman emblem for Absolute Batman, who is correctly getting eviscerated. James Gunn had to come out and basically be like, I have no ability to control what they do in the comics. This one isn't me. So definitely disavowed. I know. I would too. The entire Absolute line for DC looks horrible. Don't ask me. Again, there's a reason he felt compelled enough to disavow this absolutely horrible design. But yeah, let's not hold out hope for modern comics in that regard. But if you were interested in the Vision series, and I know, like, not even saying that as a joke, because Terry Metalis is coming back. Guess who else is coming back besides Terry? I mean, when I say coming back, coming over. Vision.
Fuck. See, it's not hitting me in the eye at all. It doesn't hurt at all. Ow,
it's gonna hit your forehead, buddy.
Ow. My eyes are good though.
James Spader basically coming back as Ultron.
sounds good. And then they say Vision series, and I say, okay, never mind, I'm good.
Terry Metalis is coming over like Picard season 3 is decent. And if you, I don't know how to describe to you what he did with Picard season 3, because it would have been like, hey, go make the Acolyte season 2 and make it good and turn it around.
Wow, yeah, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, well, that's sort of what he did with Picard, where all of a sudden characters acted like themselves again. So if he could do anything like that for Vision, maybe help him out with a couple other things back there behind the scenes while he's there. Yeah.
And put some boobas in it. I would say Captain America Brave New World, they put boobas in it. Red boobas.
Yeah. ABF, if we all meet up with Gooch and all that at the the Vegas one in April, we taking this boy to the range.
Actually, I don't want to disappoint. I've been to the range like once, and it wasn't even with my gun. I actually haven't even shot my gun.
Doesn't matter. You won't disappoint
ABF's
anyone.
about to disown me. I did go to the range, and my roommate was very happy with my grouping. My group. I know words. Hey, Jesus, thank you. You got another one. You save Sri 9 from the old Bat of Vengeance.
It is, but it's worth it. It's worth it.
Yes, just so you know, any grays hiding out there in chat, hiding under the floorboards, we're looking for you, okay?
One at a time, sometimes 50 at a time. It don't matter. We going for them.
I'm going to hit you in the face with this bat instead of myself in the face with this bat.
Oh, yes.
Nice. Yes. I was already really wanting to go. Did D plus Peace make a Darth Bane series? Would you want them to?
Why do people ask this? Why would they'll ruin it?
Yes, but if they weren't, yes, but no, because they will ruin it, right? Is that the answer?
Darth Bane starring Moses Ingram as Bane. No, thank you. Let's see. Amanda Stenberg is Zana.
Amanda Stenberg is Ironheart. We've got a first peek. Are you excited, Patrick?
Oh yeah.
And she looks thick. This has to be a different, because normally she's pretty like skinny and purple or whatever her suit looks like. She's thick in this one. I don't know what's going on. Friend of the show, Price for Reason. Can't believe they're actually. Loses.
She loses her shit from Wakanda and has to rebuild it in a cave with a thing of scraps to show she's industrious like Stark.
Do you think they want to go? Do you think they want to send the Wakandans into space like that woke writer did in the comics? If you guys don't know, some super woke writer sent them. Wham boom, straight to the moon.
The Marvel's the more interesting one to see. Star Wars, I'm still reeling from the fact that they canceled Acolyte. Like, what a fucking failure that must have been for them to.
Well, not officially yet, but yeah. I mean, a solid enough rumor for a Deadline to write an article about it, at least.
And it would be removed from the Disney store, at least. Obviously, the item you can still buy from Amazon.
Or soon to be Ollie's. That's what I'm waiting for.
If they cancel the $100 Stranger Mask, which, by the way, they added that to the Old Republic. I saw that.
Oh, really?
So you can run around like an asshole.
That's a good idea, though.
Yeah.
If it weren't terrible, but yeah, that's why you buy these giant IPs so you can have that crossover shit.
I totally got Master Leslie's wife's outfit, but then like put cool fucking color schemes on it, and it's on a man now. It would be perfect when it fits a man. To the opposite of the Batwoman trailer.
More and more I see those High Republic costumes, the more and more I hate them, and the art style, the more and more I hate. At first, I was like, "Oh, this art's fine," and then the more and more I see it, I
know they made them ostentatious. Everything's gold fucking trim, and that's the thing. If you want to show the grand, like the heyday of the Republic, that fucking wasn't it. Whatever they tried to do with the High Republic, that wasn't it.
Actually, chat, could you guys please, can I get some prayer emojis in chat for Rachel Zegler to say something stupid so I can get some views on a video, please?
Oh, I
need it so bad.
When Gooch like eviscerates her, says, "Oh, she's like a little boy." And it's like, hold on a minute, she's not that bad.
Well, he's more a Sonya kind of guy. So.
Yeah, I get it, but I'm not saying she would be my first choice on the menu either. But it's not like I'm showing up there and walking out and going to another restaurant. It's a delightful offering. What if you found Rachel Zegler in your back shed and she needed help going home? That's why her eyes are on the side of her head. Yeah. Do you take advantage of that poor alien you're hiding in your closet, though? Not if you can eye blink consent.
You're trying to... All right, so back on a different subject that doesn't involve fucking ET. All right, so things I enjoyed. Drew Barrymore before Coke was super adorable. Poor girl, it literally was sad watching her be super adorable and knowing what her life was like after this. Like, genuinely kind of hurt a little bit. But other than that, like, really good performance. Yeah, and she cried on her knees with Dylan Mulvaney.
Give me your hand. I want. Thank you. You are a proud woman.
Oh, sorry. When Grace does Drew Barrymore, it is the funniest shit.
When Grace does Drew Barrymore, I love it.
Grace, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know. But she's just method acted her way into us thinking she's Grace now.
Now I want her to do Grace. Yeah.
All right, so I already mentioned this before. So why is he dying at the end? AIDS? I assume he's just not used to, like, Fauci came up on the house, gave him the AIDS. What happened there at the end?
I explained to you that he's a Star Wars character. And so because they had a connection there, a dyad, if you will, when you separated them, his life essence, he was drawing force energy, almost like a vampire from Elliot, and he started to die. Very sad.
So this is so fucking Stranger Things. But the main thing I want to say, things I've learned from watching these 80s and 90s movies, I don't care if you're indoors, I don't care, like, any situation, there needs to be smoke machines blasting smoke at all times. What it does for ambience and atmosphere, I don't care. The room is dusty or some other excuse. You get those fucking smoke machines turned on high and you give me that atmosphere, baby.
You never got to go to any of the Universal Studios that had the ET rides?
I did. I rode it. My little brother cried in line because my parents tried to explain the ride to him, and he thought he was gonna go right off into space, in real life. God! So he freaked out the whole time in the line.
That's actually a fun ride. You ride on the bikes and they take you around. You wanted like a little ET head to come out and eat the Reese's. Even he didn't like potato salad.
Is he smart or retarded or what?
Yes.
Correct. He can build like satellite dishes, but also he seems a little slow on the uptake.
Yeah, he was like Simple Jack. It's all right.
All right, anyone in chat with kids, your little adorable blonde-haired girl is this shape under the ghost, and you're taking pictures, and she's making weird, like cat purring noises. Do you notice, or the mom? Actually, I kind of loved it. How oblivious the mom was. Like when ET's walking, trying to get food out of the fridge and stuff, and just keeps walking behind her, was pretty great. But when she gets up the camera and takes a picture of this block under here, this chode ghost, like, you gotta, and then like it shows Drew Barrymore like in the ghost thing, and it's like no, I am so no. Okay, sorry. And because I had to take a full 1.5 off, it's only an 8.5 or an 8. I don't know, 8.5, 8.5-ish, 8. I don't know. It's tough. It's
think 8
so
above
good.
Is enough. Yeah.
I mean, Spielberg. I will just say we've had someone in chat, maybe Leon or two. Sons and Shadows. I don't forget saying it's a bad movie. It's a terrible movie.
You mentioned Leon.
We're serious.
It's funny. Last night, Leon was getting yelled at because someone said he was in an echo chamber and he still fights people online. I was like, "Oh, you're definitely not in an echo chamber." And then he responded, "It's like, what does it tell you that I know the exact tone you said that in?" And I was like, "Yes, we're not with
Leon."
I mean, I never say DMs or anything, but Erwin entered the other day and said, Leon is a fucking idiot, which always makes me feel good when I hear him say that, because
you didn't even know why.
ET didn't matter. I knew you were right about whatever you were going to say. And Leon hates
also,
ET.
I totally look like a Team Fortress 2 character right now.
You do. You look like you could be able to heal. You look
like I'll get my gloves on instead of this. Yeah,
if you were in Rainbow Six Siege and you were a medic, you'd be flirting with people as you heal them. It's a video game.
No, I'd be in a wheelchair.
Oh my God. Wait till you see the badger in a wheelchair I got. They were loving that prompt. Wheelchair badger for Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh, your thumbnail?
God. I asked for like, where's my trans queer skin for my wheelchair in Rainbow Six Siege? I'm here for it. You really do look like a white guy for Harris if things ever got rough. This is who would show up to their military.
It's a Team Fortress, I think, Scout? Team Fortress 2 Scout, I think is.
So to do for you reporting for duty, sir.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I just need to get my okay, wait. I have the cosplay. I have the
ears on,
cosplay.
too.
Oh no, he doesn't have ears. Come on. All right.
You are
Okay, good. We got
Matt Walsh.
15 minutes. We can continue being retarded. So yes, we're gonna be retarded here in one moment.
Yeah, let me see if
All right, here's
they
my
still have not made the
cosplay.
room yet.
Here is my. All right, this is what I'm going for.
Oh
wait,
my
no, this
God.
This
Here we
works
go.
as the strap. I don't think I have dog tags, but I do have a mic for this.
Oh my God.
Oh wait, it's probably gonna steal the mic, and you're probably not gonna be able to hear me, or you're gonna hear me through this. Hold on, 1 second. This is for ABF, as always, as in my bio. If you don't like what I'm doing, blame ABF. He funds it all.
Kirsha and Madam Savvy. Holy fuck! Get your ketchup bottles or mayonnaise bottles, whatever that was.
Hayden must be so happy. Can you hear me still normal?
I hear you great, big guy.
All right.
You're good.
All right, excellent. Man, I look good.
Wow.
Official
Look at that.
cosplayer. Boop, boop, boop.
What do you mean? That's the new DLC character that's coming out.
What the hell is even that?
It's $1.99, $1.99 for him. What your pronoun? Who you fucking behind the scene? You have bi relationship with other gang members. Game, not gay.
Okay, I heard gang members.
Game.
I will say, I mean, I hated seeing that attractive single mom struggling. She looked like she could use a little bit of help. Maybe a little father
those
figure in the
haircuts.
house. How dare you say that about my future wife?
Those haircuts
Past
just
future wife.
weren't doing it for me.
All right. Here's where we're going next. I got
How dare you?
So I have to be honest, these are actually motorcycling gloves, and my do-rag for my Tyrone character is actually a motorcycling do-rag. And I care very much about motorcycles. Is that what they're called? Harley Davidson announces removal of woke DEI policies, although not all are convinced. We found out another one that you would think would be the last one to go DEI, just like John Deere and Tractor Supply. For some reason, Harley Davidson, Jamonia, for some reason thought it would be a good idea to go woke. Harley Davidson go woke for some reason.
That's gonna go good.
It's probably like all Indians buying them now these days, anyways.
I got a
I
feeling
love seeing Indians riding
Harley
Harleys around
Davidson
here.
is just what rich dentists and bikers, or like dentists and doctors who bike on the weekends do, and like all the OGs don't actually do Harley. They're like Indian motorcycles or some shit. I don't know. Yeah, Harley Davidson is just an empty brand label these days. Yeah, all the weekend bikers did it.
Justin Cook. I am gonna take a wild guess and say Justin Cook might own a motorcycle or has ridden one at least once in his life. I'm just throwing it out there. And the glass. I mean, just look at that profile picture. All right, so
Whoa.
once again. Well, I wonder what ABF drives. Muscle car? Truck?
Ford
I think it's a truck.
F-150 or
Yeah, I believe it's a
250 or some
truck.
shit, yeah.
So yeah, Robbie Starbuck got another one from Moon. I couldn't do this without all of you. Harley Davidson just issued this statement where they promise no more DEI functions, no more supplier diversity spin goals. They'll no longer participate in human rights campaign scoring, which that's a big one. Is the score? That's one of the the ESG social credit scores that like corporations have, is they get from the human rights campaigns. Every time you see that little equal bumper sticker, them, the ones who want to train your kids, and then grift off of them Minecrafting themselves after. Sponsorship activities are changing and will focus exclusively on motorcycling, first responders, military, and vets. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. At 973 Trans Am. Yes, that when I said muscle car, I meant a 1973 Trans Am.
Blacked out with a Punisher logo on it that you can throw down sheet metal to protect yourself from attack at any moment.
Yes, is there some kind of like bird on the hood as well? What sort of raptor-like bird is on the hood of it? All right, no more woke trainings with socially motivated messaging inside of them. Oh my God, can we all get the hell fucking Dominoes? They had to teach us about the difference between inclusion and whatever the fuck the other one was we used to have. No, not inclusion. What's the other one? No, equality and equity. God, I'm so glad those words didn't come to me. Fuck equity. Bird on the hood. See, I told you.
Buccaneer red.
See, I know ABF.
Yeah, it's gonna be a shit show.
Oh yeah, God, Hayden's gonna be nutting.
Yeah.
All right, one second. All right, there we go. I'm a professional, blah, blah, blah. We got another one. It just shows you just stand up and you say, hell no. That's how these woke crazies got it in the first place, by making some noise on social media. Turns out we can do it too. But instead of making everything worse, we can slightly put some holes in the breaking dam. Yeah, I know. Exactly. Well, what it is like McKinsey and all those other like think tank motherfuckers, they get all these surveys going. So they tell all the corporate people that pay them, hey, you want to make more money? Make it all woke so you can reach a larger audience. That's in entertainment and everything. It's because, get a larger audience. Our survey says it works, but they lied. It doesn't work. Ridiculous, you dumb. That's mostly why they did it, is money. And then, of course, they pretend it's about their virtue, but their virtue signaling, they just want that money. But it turns out they were wrong. They were lied to. They ain't no money. Get what? Go broke.
Yeah, basically.
Monologue over. Heyo, Bakunawa. Bakunawa, they about to cast you in the One Piece live action here before long. All right. You got any? Oh, you done, Badger?
Yeah, we're good.
All right, so I guess, yeah, we did talk a little bit about Trump today, getting the endorsement. I don't even really want to talk about Trump as much as we are the media now. Trump, former and likely future president, going on with comedian with terrible haircut Theo Von.
The fact that we live in a reality where fucking Theo has interviewed Trump before Rogan.
Oh, that is insane.
Time to fucking do it, Joe.
It's still like Ramaswamy on like FNT and stuff like that.
Oh,
or hell,
right.
Trump went on with like Logan and Jake Paul and stuff like that. That is the way to do it. Also, him being back on Twitter, it's whoever had advised him not to come back, pay whatever money he needed to come back. I hope they got rid of him. He brought his 2016 campaign guy back, the Corey Lewandowski or whatever, who's the reason he won in 2016, which he won because of memeing on like subreddits and him being on Twitter and pissing everyone off and everyone loving it. That's why he won. And the fact that he wasn't doing that was insane. But then he's doing stuff like this. He's back on Twitter. It's like, okay, you might have a chance. And then RFK comes out. It's like, all right, now I think you're going to win as long as you can make it to election day and they don't fortify it too hard. And if he wins, they are going to lose their goddamn minds. Any amount of turning the ship around on wokeness, that ship's going to go right fucking back.
Or there might be enough people. I don't think it can go right back. Enough people are rejecting it outright. It'd be really impressive. I'm hoping people, in fact, would be emboldened enough to like finally fucking do what we should have done to begin and just start laughing at these people.
Yeah, ridicule works. That's why they hate memes. That's why they want to ban memes. They literally threw someone in jail for an election meme. Yeah.
Right. And that clearly is not done anymore because after that Elon stuff, he back posting. So maybe
that's what I'm saying, Big Rat. Pay that money and it doesn't fucking matter. Pay that money. You want to be president or not? Pay that fucking money. I mean, you paid it to Stormy Daniels. You can pay it to come back on Twitter.
It's now that's not compromised and all the other legacy, they have no, like you said, they get laughed at. They have no clout. And then when they go on the street and ask people, they all give them answers they don't want to hear.
I'm voting for Trump. I'm voting for Trump.
Yeah, they all fucking no matter what.
Don Lemon's still on the quest to find one Kamala voter. They'll get there someday, maybe, if you pay someone. All right, so The Crow, speaking of things, was kind of excited about and then got the trailer for and was less excited about. And as we get closer and closer, are really not looking forward to it, the new Crow. Do I watch the old Crow and screw this? Do I watch this to report back how terrible it is and then watch the good one? I mean, I got limited pass. I need to get my money's worth.
No, watch the old one because you have a lot of lists to get through.
I do.
And if you don't finish that list, you might end up
I'm allistic. All right. Should hopefully be doing some Beverly Hills Cop tonight. Just did Usual Suspects yesterday. It was really good. Maybe a little overrated, and that was probably mostly because I knew the twist at the end, which really ruins it.
And real quick, Alan, I would again point out this is not the same Twitter. In fact, the last person to be community noted was Biden, not Trump. Trump hasn't been community noted yet, but I think everyone will be community noted if you say something that is capable of being noted.
I feel like this might need a community note.
Like a Bene Gesserit.
K.A. Twigs. I believe that's her musician artist name. This is the main female character in The Crow who, spoiler, I assume what, dies? Or no, he dies and then he comes back to save her or some shit? Or
I mean, yes, but no, both are.
But yes, and this right here, I went ahead and Google image search some more looks. This is not her worst hairstyle, but half the time she does have the bald hair. Boy Kills World was awesome. I did see that, and that's when we realized, oh, I do like Bill Skarsgård. He can lead an action movie, and then that's why I was like, oh, The Crow might be decent, and it looks a little too hot topic-y. And then I see this, and I'm like, alrighty then. Do I not see it now? And now I'm not seeing it because I've been advised by my angry lawyer that I should not see it.
Yeah, I mean, I would think your time is best spent on, like I said, other things.
And Bill Skarsgård got little like earrings in. What are you doing, Bill?
He's inclusive. It's very inclusive. Did you watch Ninja Scroll?
Oh no, I'm working. So this is the current list. When you guys add a movie to my list, it usually takes a second to get to. And you see at the bottom, this is about 60, 70 hours worth of anime that I need to watch for Tomok. And
if you
then
had long hair and aviators, you'd look like Razor Fist.
Oh yeah, I'll have to go get him here in a sec. And then this is just my Netflix, but you'll notice the third one is Seinfeld and the fourth one is Breaking Bad. So I might have a few things to watch, but I'm working on Ninja Scrolls. Also, I'm blasting through Jujutsu Kaisen. Don't tell Chad I am watching illegal, unsanctioned anime without Chad's permission. Please don't tell them. And I've been liking it so far. It's been really good. I watched like 7 of them yesterday while I edited. All right, Event Horizon, real quick. I was shocked. I was told things about Alien and Aliens, about how amazing they were and all the atmosphere and horror. And then I saw Alien in the theater for the first time and it was good, but I didn't have a lot of that atmosphere and horror that I was told about. I was a little disappointed. Still good, 7 out of 10. Still quality movie, but I was a little disappointed. And then I watched Aliens, and you got more action, you got more character stuff, and I was happy, 8.5. And then I watched Event Horizon, and I'm like, I think all of you who keep talking about Alien are misremembering it for Event Horizon, because this is the Alien I was promised, and holy crap, it was good. You just wait, Jay. I think you'll be happy with my enjoying Event Horizon, but how it compares, so I'm giving Alien a 7, Aliens an 8.5. So I'm like halfway through and I'm like, I'm going to have to get this thing like an 8. That's insane. And then I get it even more and I'm like, am I going to have to give this an 8.5? No. And then I get to the end. I'm like, am I giving this a 9? Am I giving this higher than Aliens? Am I giving this the same score I gave The Godfather? No. I think I'm going to have to give it an 8.5, the same as Aliens.
Okay, so I'm with him on Event Horizon being better than Alien. Where he lost me is when he said Event Horizon is better than Aliens. And
action definitely better in Aliens. I thought characters were really good in both, but you didn't have that amazing like Newt mother-daughter Ripley situation. You didn't have any relationships that were really touching like that. But I did still. The characters were really good. Oh fuck. Event Horizon. So I was talking.
I mean, it's a little extreme, but
it had it all. It had the cinematography, the actors, the story, the writing and dialogue. The music was great. The horror, the suspense. Half of it I watched like this. I was supposed to be doing something. I think I was making one of the ABF memes, and I ended up like. I think I just stopped because I wasn't working on it because I just kept watching Event Horizon because I didn't want to miss anything. Couldn't take my eyes away. Really loved it. If someone's like, oh, should I watch Alien and Aliens? I say, yeah, Event Horizon. Correct. Yes. Just watch Event Horizon.
Well, there you go, folks. There you go.
But Alien and Aliens both good.
First part. Yeah.
I say as good as Aliens, I could argue better. But it'd be like an 8.75 because then we get into what I gave like Casino and Godfather and all those. And then it gets a little tricky. I can't be giving Event Horizon up there with, yeah.
I mean,
I would say
Broken Clock.
He actually, he has And not just those. Also, someone was talking about doing an Alien versus Predator remake with that guy. Well, guess who actually did Alien versus Predator? The guy who did Event Horizon. He also did what the Death Races, and it's Alien versus Predator, and I think some more another piece of shit. Oh, Monster Hunter. Yes, was his most recent. What's his upcoming? In the Lost Lands. Never heard of it. But yeah, I was kind of shocked by how much I enjoyed it, which just goes to show I am pretty easily pleased. I said it.
Right. I get no actual such thing. They're all personal.
10 out of 10. You got to see at least 3 times, and it's got to be something that like genuinely moved you, is going to stick with you like for life. Badger saw Deadpool and Wolverine 3 times in like less than a week or something.
I'm still singing Madonna's Like a Prayer and hearing Hugh Jackman tear up saying, for once in my life, I'm proud to wear this suit. Yeah. I'm an X-Man. I am the X-Man. 20 years for that.
10 is a subjective, like overall, but objectively, if you're giving something a 10, it's got to affect you like that, I think.
I have a bunch of cool things that it hit. So
because certain entertainment things, IPs, can make you feel that way. So if something doesn't move you like that, then even if quality wise it's as good, can you still give it a 10 out of 10 if it doesn't like change your movie? When I walked out of Godzilla -1, I'm like, I feel like a different person, and I was still just putting it in the 9 out of 10 range at that moment. And then I saw it again, moved to 9.5, and then I saw it a third time in black and freaking white, and I'm like, okay, I'm allowed to call this a 10 out of 10 at this point. Which is still 9 to 10 is just super subjective regardless.
I'm so confused. 2 different actors, I believe, or 2 different directors.
Paul W.S. Anderson, yes.
Yeah, and then Paul Thomas Anderson would in fact be a different name.
All right. Oh, here's a good one to talk about while I pull up some
completely
movies.
Legitimate.
Yeah, you allow it, and that's one where you can say it's really good for its time, but also still holds up.
Still holds up, and also you could like. Jurassic Park is one of those that I would throw in there as like it's a perfect movie in that like everyone does their job without fail. No, there's no like really weak link. Like, well, it's great except for.
So did it get brought up because Event Horizon, where him, and like several other actors, I think are the like same person with the Great Kinnears and what's like the Lieutenant Dan guy, with like in True Lies and whatnot. Like all those, there's several of those actors I kind of filed all together in one folder. I had to go through his IMDb to like retardify myself.
Yeah, T2 moved the needle because we all fucking felt something, and the thumbs up, and it wasn't just a dumb action movie. That fucker made everyone feel for a robot, and then the voiceover of Hamilton.
A lot of T2 became Terminator in the pop culture mind. When I watched Terminator the first time, I'm like, what? This is Terminator? But it's because Terminator 2 was so big that it became Terminator in the zeitgeist. And that's happened to like with Rambo. I thought Rambo was a movie about him killing Viet Cong. It turns out it wasn't. Yeah, I watched Braveheart and then Shawshank back to back. It was
Starship Troopers, Total Recall, all the time, all day long. I don't give a shit if they're bad adaptations. For what they are, they're good. Like, yeah,
definitely demonetized. All right, so
100%.
We were gonna do the poll for the movie.
Still gay.
I still want to watch Perfect Blue, so I'm cheating putting that on first for the movie.
Hey, Gun Ho, another one that Leon says is a horrible movie, along with Ace Ventura. Not funny, horrible movie. That's what Leon. Terrible taker.
Chat, this is your chance to get a movie into the poll. What are you thinking?
Slip it in.
I got Perfect Blue. Let me whip it up to make it easier on you guys.
Sorry. Yeah, good film, terrible adaptations.
All right, get past the animes. Die Hard 2, Green Mile, Tango and Cash, Conspiracy Theory. I finally had to put Lethal Weapon 3 on there to make sure I didn't forget. Donnie Brasco, Postman. V for Vendetta, obviously seen, but one that I had to add again. Superman. I still have not seen Superman.
What?
Fistful of Dollars, American. Okay, sounds like Badger's vote is Superman. I was just thinking there aren't very many on here anymore that can elicit that sort of a reaction, but I'm glad there are still some that will elicit that.
That one got me. 19
Snatch.
The first one, Christopher Reeve, Superman. You will believe a man can fly. You haven't seen that one.
Spawn. I'm putting Spawn on for myself. Yes, no, I don't think I've seen any of them.
I'm actually fucking shocked you haven't seen that one. It's been a while. You got me. That's almost a Back to the Future.
All right,
fucking Superman.
Gremlin. I'm liking the Gremlins pick. That's one I wanted. Dumb and Dumber was one I've added, but I have probably seen. I have not seen Gremlins, so I Have not seen Revenge of the Nerds.
I'm glad my mom.
Okay, I'm gonna add.
Wasn't here to see that.
I'm adding Gremlins on here, but I will add Revenge of the Nerds to the IMDb list. All right, poll is up.
Oh yeah,
I know.
Revenge of the Nerds. Booger,
Superman.
you just saw him.
Is it Superman or is it Superman 2 where I got to make sure I watch the Donner cut? One?
Right, that one. So I would suggest just watching the Donner cut, which is both of them. Oh, shit. He hasn't seen Superman with Christopher Reeve.
Oh, is that the one they split in half or whatever?
Yeah,
so if I watch Donner cut, it's okay.
Yeah, because he filmed both at the same time, and then they fucked with him and replaced him, reshot a bunch of shit. And then the second one is almost a different movie. But if you watch the director's cut, the Donner cut, you'll get, the first one plus all the shit for the second one.
Chad appears to be having a very similar reaction to you. It's still above 60% on the vote, so it sounds like Superman's getting added to the list.
The seminal comic book movie that really started everything of like, oh shit, it's not a joke anymore. The one that even
basically
the
Iron Man of its time.
Yes, Donner cut, baby. Yeah, I'm not steering them wrong with the Donner cut, right? I don't know anyone that's gonna fight me on that.
I'm happy. Yeah, my buddy's a super big Superman fan. So.
Lethal Weapon, all the shit you like. Yes.
Lethal Weapon. So Superman is about to at one point he's gonna give it one of those.
Actually, in that third movie, if you get there, but I only suggest you watch these first two at the time. It's dude, I'm telling you, you will believe a fucking man.
Oh man, I'm in this poor poll. Like it's already dead situation. Superman won. So
yes, that's what it was. Both of that movie fucking said that they could be done. They could be done right. Didn't have to be. Even though we're camp to it, it wasn't campy. It was quite serious. You've got me. Who's got you? Oh, motherfucker. Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's been on my list for a while.
For
I watched a bunch of the original trilogy Star Trek movies. Actually, all the original trilogy Star Trek movies, and I was planning to watch the Superman after that, but ended up getting sidetracked with others. I got sidetracked by you guys making the list. That's why I have to sneak some of the ones I want to watch in occasionally. Also, I feel bad picking the ones I want. That's kind of cheating, right?
No.
But man, we still got some good ones. Look at these gangster movies in a row: Untouchables, Carlito's Way, and Godfather Part 2.
By the way,
New York,
if you do ever do OG gaming, I saw Mo talking about it on Daily this morning. Jedi Outcast multiplayer. And Jedi Academy multiplayer were the shit. I used to pay for private servers. I was in clans. It's still the best lightsaber combat ever.
Hold on. We have a clip for people who have paid for private PC servers.
Nerd alert!
Nerd alert. Yeah.
No, that's official. That's you can pull out your your official nerd card with one of those.
Shout out to Grandma Badger, who may she rest in peace, who gave me $40, which 10 plus 15 years ago, 20 years ago, whatever it was a lot more. So I could rent a month of servers for fucking the clan. Not that clan, but back when we were in gaming clans.
Video games used to be so expensive and the consoles were outrageously expensive. And you just think back, man, we had some cool parents and grandparents buying us all those video games.
Hey?
It's one of those things you don't appreciate when you're a kid, and then you get a little older and you're like, oh man, based. And now you watching all those movies from Blockbuster, right? Was it your mom or your grandma that would take you to Blockbuster?
Yes, my grandma.
And now talking about movies is your job.
If you want to know why I know in all these movies before streaming existed, because my grandma would just be like, here you go. Rent 5 or 6 movies. Wouldn't care if there were titties on the top or whatever. She was based. I love that woman. She knew what I was renting it for. God bless her.
Wild things for the dialogue.
Thanks, Grandma.
Have they not started yet?
No. Do you think they're going to start on time with Kirsha and Savvy talking to each other?
10 minutes though. All right. So
catch up shaking.
So does everyone agree I should watch The Crow still?
Yes, the original.
Okay, it is definitely on the list. I'll move it up a little farther. Oh yeah, I need to add Revenge of the Nerds as well.
John, I believe that. How was that? It used to be fun going into Blockbuster and renting a couple games. Rat would come over for the weekend when he lived way far away, and we'd rent couple of movies, some games. We rented an Xbox from them once that then Rat just never gave back. He bought it. He didn't steal it. He bought it, but once we played it, we're like, we can't go back. We can't let go of this. 360. So
my buddy got an Xbox and we played Halo, and immediately I was like, I have to figure out how the hell I get one of these. I need it.
My first Xbox was bought to play Knights of the Old Republic, and it's still one of the greatest gaming experiences ever. Yep. Like Grandma Badger, again, like one of those Christmases where she gave me like 400, and I was like, there you go. That is just enough to get the thing at the time. It was like $3.99 with the memories. Had it for 10 years though. Halo, formative bonding experiences with Rat, all because Gammy. Never got that.
4-player multiplayer on a TV screen this big and square and rounded, and you usually got a bunch of gunk and soda like stuck on the screen and whatnot.
And yes, I played Morrowind on that brick too, and holy shit, you get lost in that game for a while until you like start learning the map. I played Jedi Obi-Wan. Yes, I still would love to get that game now and try and actually get past the first level. Had a homie have an N64, so that's what we played GoldenEye on. And yes.
Oh yeah, my buddies had the 64. My grandma had the Super Nintendo. I had the Nintendo, Sega, PS1.
That's out of pure frustration. I don't know where the fuck to go. Famously, games like that. You used to have to pay to call a tip line or the big ass books they would sell you.
And then, like, once we had dial-up internet, like, the forums you would go to with the game guides were always the worst, slowest fucking things possible. No pictures whatsoever. Man, we were lucky just being able to go to YouTube. Honestly, that's what my game guides, I generally just go either to the wiki for the game or
we put our hands
YouTube.
Up at the same time. I like that. Like, we're scissoring.
Scissoring.
Yeah. And here's how we respect them, by being just as fucking awesome, if not more, if we can, to all of our relatives and the children. The children.
My grandma in the wheelchair was the one who got why I gamed, because she played
Last Christmas.
Mario. She couldn't beat the final boss in Mario RPG, and it pissed me off. And I later found out that the boss is notoriously hard, and it literally made me mad that they made it so my grandma couldn't beat Mario RPG.
Pass on gaming movies, and then last Christmas I spoiled the shit out of my niece and nephew because that's what was done to me, and that's what must happen. Pass it along, children. Pass it along.
I know. Now they just want their V-Bucks.
Look at them.
I know.
50. I know, like 50 now.
I'm gonna have to find more articles to pull up now.
No, we'll just keep talking about the great Star Wars games. No, I mean, we can if you want. I'm still going through
I need a game to play in bed, and currently the only one I really have is KOTOR 2, and I'm like, do I start KOTOR 2? Will Tomac let me? I'm still playing Evil West, man.
They're starting, I believe.
Oh, you guys are the absolute freaking best, especially the Mama Badgers in chat. They're the bestest of all.
Yeah.
God bless y'all.
God bless y'all.
We will see you tonight on Badger Stream at midnight Eastern, 9 Heathen time.
With Scooby Pup and Gooch, who will be alive at that point. Scooby Pup will be on camera, so there you go. Do what you will with that information.
Yeah, she's finally doing a full frontal reveal. She promised no take back, Scoob.
Don't tuck you.
So long.
I'm sorry, no.
So long.
Oh, damn you.
So long. And thanks for all the fish.
Oh, the camera's on. The camera's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know. Hello.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
Good, then get the hell out of my life. Who needs you? Beat it. Leave me alone.
I needed to get rid of the human garbage, otherwise known as my best friends.
Yeah.
Come on! Bonnie, how do you keep getting back in?
Well, bye.
I'm sorry, babe. I didn't mean that either.
PC soon, unless ABF breaks it when I'm putting it together.